Hey everyone, Luke's Gamer Run back with another episode, and this time it's going to be on the entire Punch-Out series. Now, Punch-Out is one of my favorite series of all time. It's definitely in my top 10. So I'm really happy to be reviewing these games. It was my choice anyway since it's my show. But now let's go and start off with the original Punch-Out for the Nintendo. Now, when Punch-Out was first released, the champion of the actual boxing circuit was Mike Tyson. So they released a game called Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Now, you're a little underdog named Little Mac, and you're trying to beat all the other boxers to get to Mike Tyson and to be the champion. Now, when the game first came out, people loved it because they actually got to fight Mike Tyson. Now, the sad part is my dad didn't have money back at the time to actually buy that version. I'm guessing because right here's the Mr. Dream version, which is basically the same game, but Mike Tyson is now Mr. Dream, who I don't think is a real boxer. I think it was just made up. But the same rules count. But believe it or not, that's my favorite game on the Nintendo. On the Nintendo, like the NES. I just love it that much. And if you haven't picked it up, I definitely recommend you pick this game up. You will love it. Like hell, I love it too. Because I love it. That made no sense whatsoever. Yeah. Now, for Super Punch-Out. Super Punch-Out, a lot of people do like, but it's my least favorite in the series, with it being my least favorite in the series, like I just said, but I just didn't like it as much as the original Punch-Out, because, like I said, believe it or not, the Punch-Out on the Nintendo was my first game I ever played. Yeah, that's actually true. It's my first game I ever played. And then my uncle, who also had a Super Nintendo, had Super Punch-Out, and he knew that I loved Punch-Out so much that he let me have Super Punch-Out, which is this copy right here. Sadly, I don't have the box. Want to get it one day, but at the moment, don't have it. I just, maybe it's the timing, maybe it's just the way it was different, where you can actually see through Little Mac. I don't know, I just didn't like it as much. Like, I know how to beat the bosses, I just don't like it as much. I don't know, I just don't like it as much. Now, we did not see Little Mac for a long time, and because he didn't get a game, what I at least know, not on the 64, not on the Virtual Boy, well, any game on that system basically sucks anyway. Um, not on the GameCube, but when the Wii came out, and I saw the trailer for Punch-Out on the Nintendo Wii. Me and my dad were sitting down, and we saw the trailer, and we just like looking at each other, like smiling, like, yes, new Punch-Out, because we both love the game so freaking much. And when we bought the game, like the first week it came out, and we were just blown away on how Little Mac was back and better than ever. Where you can still fight all of the main characters from the first two games. Like, from Punch-Out, we have Glass Joe, King Hippo, Mr. Sandman, Super Macho Man, and from Super Punch-Out, we have other fighters, like, just characters that I don't like that much. I'm not going to say their names, because I don't want to. And I think there's also a new fighter that I've never seen before, and that's Disco Kid. He's not that hard. I'm probably going to say he's probably about Glass Joe standards, like he's really easy. But he's a lot of fun to fight, especially on like how he dances around and stuff. It's just funny. And, you know, like, they all say their traditional ways. Like in Punch Out, you could beat Glass Joe, just like that. Punch Out on the Nintendo Wii, just like that as well. And King Hippo still goes down in a KO, just like in the original. But, you know, should I spoil it? Yeah, I'm going to. Because I bet you everyone's played this game if they have a Nintendo Wii. But the ending boss fight is ridiculously hard. I absolutely hate it, but it's a lot of fun. And you know, in the original Punch Out, the ending boss was either Mike Tyson or Mr. Dream. That's who me and my dad expected, Mr. Dream or Mike Tyson. And when I actually got to the final boss, when I was playing the last circuit, which is the old circuit, now me and my dad, like, we love Mr. Sandman, and when I was playing through the final circuit, which was the old circuit, we were expecting where he was, and, like, where is he? And I got to see Macho Man, and I was like, where the hell is he? Did Nintendo forget about him? Or did they just not like him because he was black? But when I beat Super Macho Man, and I got his final boss, it was Mr. Sandman. I was like, what? He's the final boss? Holy crap. Because he's a really cool fighter. And my mind got blown away on how ridiculously hard he was. Because I only lost about 10 or so matches. No, I've lost about more than that. I've probably lost about 20, which is okay. But when I got to Mr. Sandman, I got, um, I probably gained about 90 losses, because I sucked that much, or he's just really hard. Because my dad, this was like the only game he played, Punch Out, that's the only game he really played. And so he was really good at the game. Like, when I first played Punch Out, he was the one that instructed me. Okay, so this guy, pay attention to his eyebrows flickering up and down. That's when he's gonna punch. Or when King Hippo, when he opens up his mouth, hit him in the tummy. No, hit him in the mouth. Excuse me. And, you know, I knew all the tricks and stuff, but Mr. Sandman. Ah, I hate those memories so much. So much frustration and hair pulling. But Punch Out on the Nintendo Wii is my second favorite in the series, but also has some differences. Like, of course the graphics are better, but you could play with the Wii remote on its side, like the NES. Like, that's the way you prefer to play, and I love it that way. It's like so nostalgic for me. You can play it with the nunchuck and the Wii remote, which is not as good, but it's okay. And then there's the worst mode of all, the one where you play the rebalance board. Now, you do this, like this is the way I first tried it because I wanted to see how it was. And it was terrible. Like, you actually had like duck and stuff because if you know the rebalance board, it knows your rate and stuff. Like, on when you change it. So it knows when you duck, so it knows when you go on your side to duck, to dodge. And, you know, the punching was okay, but it's quick. You're gonna get your ass kicked by Glass Joe actually played by that. Like, I actually think I lost to Glass Joe because of that. And my dad was like laughing at me like, did you get rusty? And so I went to the, NES, right? And I kicked his freaking ass. Like, just like that. Yeah! And then, there's also two-player mode, which is so much fun. Like, I first tried it with my sister. Sadly, not my dad, because that probably would have been more special. But it was still a lot of fun. Because one person is Little Mac, and one's like a clone. Basically a lighter brown, yellow wearing t-shirt, Little Mac. But the me you choose is the name of the boxer. So say the name is Luke, like me. Then your name would be Little Luke. Or like Little Dad. or Little Mom. But you could make like a Little Mac and actually be Little Mac. But now Star Power, like Star Punch, I haven't played the versus mode in a little bit, but I'm pretty sure that two-player mode is like when you get Star Punch, you actually grow basically into the Hulk, basically, and you just wail on your opponent like crazy. It's so much fun, and you know, after you beat the story, go for that because it's a lot of fun. Now, say you beat the main story. You beat Mr. Sandman, and you're like, yes, gotta to beat the game again. Now, yes, you do. It's not exactly um, like Super Ghosts and Ghosts on the Super Nintendo, but you basically go against all the fighters, but they're tougher. Their ways have changed. Like, for Glass Joe, because he lost 100 matches, he actually got like a head protection, like helmet, and you can't punch him in the head. So you can only punch him in the belly, which is not tough, but makes him a little bit tougher. And then like King Hippo, I remember having a lot of difficulty trying to beat him, because he has like a man cover, like a manhole cover on his belly, and then you have to knock that off, which takes three chances to do, which is, and it gets really hard. And then you like beat him normally, and you're like, yes. But it's a lot of fun, and I've even seen gameplay of people fighting Donkey Kong. I'm not sure how to do that, but it looks like a lot of fun, and I want to fight Donkey Kong, but I just don't know how. So if you guys know how, could you please leave a comment down below, because it will help me, and I might actually do a walkthrough of the game, if I can. Maybe. I'm definitely going to start with Divisional, then maybe go for Super, then punch out on the Nintendo Wii. But, okay, so that was the entire Punch-Out series review. And I basically just wanted to gush about, and like, tell you guys on why I love the series so much. It's definitely being in my top 10, maybe even if in my top 5. Yeah, it probably is my top 5, but I just wanted to gush about it, and hopefully if you guys want the game, and you have a Nintendo Wii, then you can, I'm pretty sure you can actually get Punch-Out and Super Punch-Out on the Wii's Virtual Console. So if you don't have a Nintendo or Super Nintendo, then that's an easy way to get them. Because I think they're only like $5 or $10 each, which is not much. Because I think the actual cartridges go for more, and you don't have the system, then why bother to buy them and a system? But anyway guys, until next time.